Good morning, I'm Brian Reagan. This is
Tyler Kelly.
And we welcome you to Mornings with Brian and Tyler. Today we're in Nehemiah chapter 5, verses 14 through 19. Tyler?
Moreover, from the time that I was appointed to be their governor in the land of Judah, from the 20th year until the 32nd year of King Artaxerxes, 12 years, neither I nor my brothers ate the governor's provisions. But the former governors who were before me laid burdens on the people, and took from them bread and wine, besides 40 shekels of silver. Yes, even their servants bore rule over the people, but I did not do so, because of the fear of God. Indeed, I also continued the work on this wall, and we did not buy any land. All my servants were gathered there for the work. And at my table were 150 Jews and rulers, besides those who came to us from the nations around us. Now that which was prepared daily was 1 ox and 6 choice sheep. Also fowl were prepared for me, and once every 10 days an abundance of all kinds of wine. Yet in spite of this I did not demand the governor's provisions, because the bondage was heavy on this people. Remember me, my God, for good, according to all that I have done for this people.
Okay. There's a time to take what's yours. There's a time to ease the burden of other people. Even though you have a right to it, doesn't necessarily mean that you should exercise it. This is one of the great problems in America, and it's a great problem around the world. It's my due, right? People say, it's my due, it's my right. The Lord says what? Well, from the example of Nehemiah, sometimes you take what is yours because it is yours. Sometimes you use what's yours to help other people and alleviate their suffering and their need. And there's nothing wrong with saying to the Lord, remember, Lord, the good that I've done to them. Some people look at that and they go, he's not being humble. Tyler, what S word have we used? I know, you love these random questions I throw at you. What S word have we used about these kinds of things that you can expect a return from God on? Starts with S, ends with D, has 2 E's in the middle of it.
Seed.
Seed. He was sowing seed. He was sowing the prosperity of being a governor into the people, into the land. And what he's asking the Lord is, make sure that I return a harvest, Lord. Remember it for you, O God, for whom I do this, because I fear you. And when we are in a place that's prosperous, we are in a place that's better as a people, then bless me. I didn't take what was mine. I sowed it into the lives of everyone else so that everybody else wouldn't suffer. You say, I couldn't pray like that. Well, if you can't approach God with the same kind of boldness and forthrightness that the prophets of old did, you're probably not going to achieve as much for the Lord. Because Hebrews says, let us approach the throne of grace. How, Tyler? Do you remember?
Boldly.
Boldly. Boldly. You said, but you have to be humble. Mm-hmm. Humble and bold are not against each other. A truly humble person can be bold with the Lord. All these great people of faith were all bold with the Lord. And tell me all the times, Tyler, that the Lord said, shut your mouth, humble yourself down. You better knock it off, and you better change your tone when you approach me with great plans for my kingdom and yourself. Do you remember anything like that? No. Bold. Bold. And what did we say? We said it yesterday morning. Nehemiah had a word from the Lord to know what he could stand in. So he could be bold all day long. Why? Because he had the word of God backing him. Make sure you got the word of God on your side. Tyler, what do we hope to see them again?
Tonight at 7 o'clock at the Lake Butler Church of Christ in Lake Butler, Florida, either on our live stream or in person for our continued study on 2 Peter.
All right. Till then, have a great afternoon.